sets of questions. Set B will be for the challengers, set A for the chaser. Elise and Karen, there are two of you in the hunt, so you get a two-step head start. I wish you the very, very best of luck. Hands on buzzers, and your time starts now. In the US, which animal is informally called a gator?
Alligator.
Alligator?
Correct. Michael Jackson had a hit song with The Way You Make Me what?
Feel.
Feel.
Correct. In which country is the Pierre Elliott Trudeau Airport?
Canada.
France?
Canada. Theodore Dreiser wrote the classic novel An American what?
Werewolf.
Ellie. Dream?
Tragedy.
Yeah.
What secondary colour are fresh snake beans?
Karen. Green?
Correct. What is the capital city of the Italian region of Veneto?
Venice.
Karen. Pass.
Venice. What does the American football abbreviation TD stand for?
Karen. Touchdown.
Correct. In TV's Call the Midwife, Chummy is played by Miranda who?
Karen. Pass.
Heart. Clouding of the lens of the eye is known by what term?
Yeah.
Karen. Glaucoma?
Yeah.
Cataracts.
No.
2010 marks 60 years since the beginning of which war?
Ellie.
World War II.
Iraq War?
Korean. In which European country is the city of Split?
Croatia.
Ellie. Croatia.
Correct. In the Mr. Men book series, Mr. Cool is what primary colour?
Karen. Yellow.
Blue. A hit album by the rapper Tupac is Me Against the what?
World.
Ellie. World?
Correct. Which Asian country introduced panda diplomacy?
China.
Ellie. China?
Correct. What is the maiden name of Michelle Obama?
Karen. Pass.
Robinson. On a logo, which two letters represent the word trademark?
TM.
Ellie. TM.
Correct. To which class of animal does the guinea fowl belong?
Bird.
Karen. Bird.
Correct. Foucault's Pendulum is a novel by Italian Umberto who?
Ellie.
Pass.
Pass.
Echo. The Burundian franc is the currency of which African nation?
Burundi.
Ellie. Pass.
Burundi. What was the surname of the queen known as Bloody Mary?
Tudor.
Karen. Pass.
Tudor. Honky Cat is a hit song for Elton who?
John.
John.
Correct. Oh, team, okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Now, we had a few moments there that seemed to last forever, but you did well. 12 steps between yourself and the destroyer. You will definitely need pushbacks. How many you get will be entirely up to his form. Sean?
They did very well. Let's see how this goes.
Indeed. Final chase after these news headlines.
Andrew next. Police hunt a gang of thugs over a taser attack. Miracle escape. How two men survived this helicopter crash. Drivers warned of major traffic delays on the Westgate Freeway. The Australian hero at the centre of the Thai cave rescue speaks out. A triple AFL premiership player fights to be freed from a Japanese jail.
No.
An elderly hoarder killed in a house fire. Incredible pictures as a police officer fights off an armed man. Barnaby Joyce speaks to 7 News over claims he ripped off taxpayers. Why too much screen time can affect a child's sleep.
And we're heading into a stretch of sunshine that includes the weekend.
Thank
The details
goodness.
at 6.
Thanks to the newsroom for that. Elise wants to go to the UK to meet Pete's parents, etc. And Karen simply wants a family holiday at Port Douglas. I mean, is it too much to ask?
Get ready for an early night, I think, girls.
Are you good to go?
I certainly am.
It's time for the final chase. Sean, your time starts now. What primary colour is the ripe flesh of a typical pineapple?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Correct. In which ocean is the Irish Sea?
Yeah,
Atlantic, yeah.
Correct. Which pop band released the 80s hit single The Reflex?
Duran Duran.
Correct. The Human Stain is a novel by American Philip who?
Philip Roth.
Correct. In online discussion forums, TFA stands for Thanks for what?
Everything.
Top the club.
It can't be everything when it's an A. Thanks for...
Asking.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for asking.
Maybe.
If it's like an online forum, like when
Yeah.
people ask questions.
Not many better ideas.
I'm happy with that.
Never heard of it.
Thanks for asking.
That's the correct answer. Well done.
There we go.
Nice job. That's the first
Actually got a
pushback
pushback.
opportunity. Converted. We need a couple more of them. 9 required, 1:34 on the clock. And your time restarts now. The gentoo is a species of which aquatic bird?
Penguin.
Correct. Omani is the demonym for a native of which country?
Oman.
Correct. The movie Full Metal Jacket stars actor Vincent who?
Donofrio.
I can't
Donofrio. Yeah, the guy from Law and Order.
Might have to pass this one.
Any name will do.
He's sent, all I can think of is Colosimo.
Donofrio.
It's him.
D''OFR.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah!
Ringing a bell?
Yeah.
Okay, 7 required. 1:21 on the clock. And your time restarts. Now, the word colossus is from Greek via which ancient language?
Ooh.
Latin.
Correct. In which sport is Juan Martín del Potro a professional?
Tennis.
Correct. On the banks of the Nile River is the temple complex Abu what?
Symbol.
Correct. In what year did the World War II German surrender occur?
45.
1945.
Correct. The capital city of which country was once known as Angora?
Ooh.
Turkey.
Correct.
Anchor.
Actress Amy Irving's first husband was director Stephen who?
Spielberg.
Correct. Ivanoe Bonomi was a 2-time prime minister of which country?
Italy.
Italy.
Got it. Rats. Elise, you did a fantastic job. It's never easy playing as a twosome. $18,000. Sadly, I have to farewell. Sean, look, you made it look pretty convincing in the end with 45 seconds on the clock.
This was a game with 2 halves. I mean, Elise and Karen played really well in the first half.
Yeah.
I think the key was when I knocked out Adam.
I think that's right. Thanks for your company as always. Look forward to seeing you next time on The Chase Australia.
Tonight, a driver tasered and bashed by a gang of thugs in a terrifying carjacking.
Good God.
A lucky escape for 2 men as a helicopter crashes near Geelong. An elderly man killed in a ferocious house fire. All smiles in hospital as Thailand's brave soccer team says thanks. The verdict on whether Barnaby Joyce ripped off taxpayers on trips away with his partner. And a freeway closure to cause traffic headaches for drivers in Melbourne's west.
Live from our Melbourne headquarters, this is 7 News with Peter Mitchell.
Good evening. A driver's been dragged from his car by masked thugs before being bashed and tasered. The gang took the man and his friend by surprise, telling them they'd be killed if they didn't hand over their keys.
Bleeding from the head, his hands covered in his own blood, a 25-year-old man is barely conscious after a savage bashing outside his friend's home.
It's disturbing. You know, it just affects you mentally.
The victim and his female passenger are too scared to be identified. They had just pulled up on a street in Bundoora when they were swarmed by 2 carloads of armed and masked men.
They just opened the front 2 doors and they started, like, you know, electrocuting my friend. I don't know the devices that they used, but then it just seemed like they were giving him electric shocks, then hitting him with something hard on his head.
Police don't know if they had been followed and believe the thugs were after the man's white Holden Cruise. During the attack, they grabbed his keys.
All this for a Holden Cruise?
Horrifying for the victim.
Several neighbours heard the couple's cries, but only one came to help. The man rushed out of his house screaming at the attackers, who became spooked and sped away.
I was just thinking of, like, you know, someone please help. Yeah, that's the main reason I was yelling.
Rescued but not relieved, the victims now fear the thugs could return for their car that's been seized for forensic testing.
And Jodie Lee joins us now from police headquarters. Jodie, have police made any arrests?
Well, Mitch, police don't know who they're looking for. It was dark last night and the offenders had their faces covered, so the victims weren't able to identify them. Police do believe they sped away in a late model hatchback and another vehicle, so they're hopeful that someone will have seen those cars and will come forward. Mitch?
Thanks, Jodie. 2 men are very lucky to be alive after their helicopter